Hey, everybody, it's Wayne from Ugly Mug Marketing. And today I have a special guest with us here, and he wants to talk and share with you a little bit about having the right mindset. And we all know that's very important for entrepreneurs, for business owners in normal times, but it's even more critical and more important now, given the situation that's taking place, not just in our country, but literally around the world. So I've got Gary Wilson with us, and Gary has literally trained thousands of entrepreneurs, business owners from around the world. He's traveled all over the US and Canada training entrepreneurs, real estate people, and investors. And so, Gary, thank you so much for being here today.
Yeah, well, you're welcome, Wayne. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve your guys,
You bet.
Yeah.
So, Gary, I don't want to take too much time away from people here. I know they're busy. They got a lot going on. So if you could, just let's dive straight into mindset. What is mindset all about for entrepreneurs, business owners, and specifically, what should they be doing right now as it relates to their mindset, given their current situation we find ourselves in?
Yeah, it's all about habits. And so for me personally, for everybody listening, this sounds crazy. I haven't owned a television in 5 years, okay? And I know I travel quite a bit. So every time I go into a hotel lobby, the television's on, Fox, CNN, and lots of bad news out there. And, much of it's probably true, but it doesn't help you take action and get results and get to you want to be. So you've got to make the conscious choice to either, be the victim or be the victor. And I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's true, guys. This is my fifth recession, okay, starting in 1986 with the Tax Reform Act of '86. I was in that's when I started investing. And I can tell you this, we never can tell who's going to succeed through these things, but we can tell you this. In the rearview mirror, and we analyze stuff, the people who succeed are the ones that take action. So the key here is you've got to look at the facts. The key to success is, actually write this down. I'll give you a lesson, everybody listen. 3 variables in the formula for success. Number 1, you've got to have the right education. You got to get it. Otherwise, you're winging it, you're guessing, you're hoping, and that's not a business plan, okay? Number 2 is you got to have the right information. And the cool thing is about the right education is it leads you directly to the right information, okay? And the third variable is taking action. You've got to implement what you're learning. So when you hear things like, hey, whenever there's adversity, there's opportunity, it's true. But those cliches don't really get to the core. So here's the core of what I'm talking about. The antidote for fear is taking action. In order to take action, you got to have faith, okay? And what leads to improve or increase faith is education. So there are some practical things you can do to get yourself out of the funk of pessimism and get into the world of positivity and prosperity. So, for example, right, I've taught a lot of business owners over the year. I've helped them invest in real estate, leverage their businesses to buy real estate and vice versa. And let's take dentists right now, for example. All the dentists are being told you can only be open for emergency services. And that's true. That's what they're being told to do. But what that means is at least they're in business to a degree. So it's not a 100% shutdown. In fact, if you look at the world today, the industries that are being affected directly are basically entertainment, restaurants, hotels, movie theaters, things like that, okay? Which ironically, by the way, historically has been one of the areas that's kept us going during a recession. People still want to go out and have a beer and go to a movie, okay? But back to what I'm talking about here. We can help dentists prepare for when the veil lifts, which might be another 2 weeks, another 30 days. We don't know. It could be up to 90 days. We don't know. But the point is they don't want to just die and go away. They want to stay in business and feed their families, okay? The stimulus package has just been approved. Everybody's going to get some money. So the key right now is promote yourself, market yourself, all right? Ask yourself, what is it that people need? What do your clients need? Okay. So if I was a dentist, I'd be putting things out there like, set yourself up for a free cleaning starting on May 1st. So give ourselves an entire month to get through the social distancing thing. Okay. But the point is for the dentist to get information out there to their clients, maintain contact, and don't just use a canned routine. When you're writing, when you're creating copy, guys, and I'm speaking to the choir because you got Wayne here who's much better at this than I am. Always speak and write as if you're speaking or writing to one person. Use the word you or your early and often, okay? Speak to them, serve them, makes it more intimate, makes you care more, okay? Be more compassionate. But the point is the veil may be lifted in 2 weeks. I don't want to wait to 2 weeks if I was a dentist when everybody wakes up and realizes, oh, I got to get back out there again. No, position yourself, okay? And by the way, you should be looking at investing. You've got a practice that has value, okay? And if you're going to take some of the stimulus money, yes, pay salaries, keep your staff at least employed part-time, do something, right? Keep the economy going, but also start thinking about how you can position yourself better the next time, which in my opinion is going to be in income producing assets like real estate, okay? I know you might be thinking, Gary, why would I buy a duplex right now when I'm only doing emergency services? You don't have to buy one right now, but position yourself to buy one when the veil lifts. Get the learning right now, get the education right now, which leads me to you realtors out there, okay? Every realtor is being told you can't have open houses right now, you can't go to closings because people can't be in contact with each other. And I'm not saying that's not true, but I can tell you this, investors, half the time we don't even look at properties. I've been investing for more than 34 years. And by the way, I haven't been to a closing in 15 years, right? We do closings remotely now. We don't ever go to closings anymore. So if you're a realtor and you're looking for business right now, well, you should be looking at the investors, because any recession, I don't care what the trigger is, wealth is definitely going to change hands. A lot of it's going to be in real estate, and most of that's going to go into the hands of investors. In the last recession, this is for all you realtors out there, half the realtors left the business, okay? Which means only half were left. But you know, transaction volume only dropped 25%. That means that 50% of the agents remain, got 75% of the business. Their business literally on average grew 50%. I had a brokerage company. I had brokerage, title, property management, lending, appraisal, all of it tied to real estate investors. And in the last recession, the first 3 years of the recession, it grew sixfold, literally doubled 3 years in a row, okay? But it's because I asked the question. Here's what I want you to write down. What industries are working right now? Food, transportation, medical, obviously there's numbers of others. Teachers are still teaching, okay? They're just teaching online. Most industries are still up and running, guys, okay? We believe GDP is dropping 25%. I don't know, it could be 50%. The point is there's still gonna, I'm looking at a development right now outside the window. 20 houses are being built right now, 20 houses, okay? So the point is the world continues, and you can continue too. You just have to decide how you're going to participate, and you do that by asking, what is it that people need and want right now, okay? And craft your marketing to speak to them, give them content, give them information, engage with them, ask them questions, give them something, a call to action, give them something meaningful and relevant, okay? So in any case, here's the end result here. I'm kind of getting long-winded, but I'm touching on a lot of things, but the point is this is, you know, people who take action always get results. The alternative is you don't take action, you don't get results. Number one. Number two is when this veil lifts, you'll be starting off with a deficit. It's way better to stay active. And if you don't get a transaction a day, don't worry, you're positioning yourself, called front of mind presence, to cash those checks when the veil does get lifted. So there's marketing campaigns you can do, by the way, that will generate today business and also position you for tomorrow business. In any case, I just gave you quite a handful there. I don't know Wayne, if you have any questions, let me know. If you let me go, I'll keep talking.
No, that's great. Thanks for that. So one thing to kind of just reiterate what you're talking about is, you know, from our end, which is a marketing and advertising end, right now, we are seeing the lowest advertising rates we've seen online in 6 or 7 years. So right now is a wonderful time, as Gary just said, to keep your message, to get your name out there in front of people who may not even be familiar with you at all, because advertising is so inexpensive right now.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Gary. I'm kind of put you on the spot here. Yeah. Is there a book or a couple of books that you would recommend for entrepreneurs, business owners watching this right now? Maybe they find themselves with a little extra time now. And like you said, education is important. And so they say, you know what, I do want to dive into a book on business to help me or help me on mindset. Is there a book that you'd recommend?
Oh my gosh, I've got a library of over 3,000 books.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
that I've read. But I will tell you this, other than the Bible, the number one book everybody should read right now is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. In fact, some of the core principles in that book come from the Bible. And I'm not here to preach a sermon, I'm just telling you, you know, that book has all the business lessons you could ever want. and they've been reinterpreted and represented in hundreds of books over the years. But the one that I think does the best job of it is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I was fortunate enough to meet his grandson, and the event was at an unveiling of another book called 3 Feet from Gold. By the way, another great book. Read that, 3 Feet from Gold. Okay, what it tells you is everything you want and you need right now to thrive is literally within 3 feet of it. Okay, so in any case, those are two good books. You know, I like Robert Kiyosaki's Rich Dad Poor Dad, classic book, story format. Just shows you that here, you know, if you just simply ask yourself these questions, when you find yourself saying, well, I can't do this and I shouldn't do that and that won't work, train your brain to automatically come up with 3 alternatives. Well, how could I do this? Why should I do this? All right, ask positive questions, not make negative statements. In any case, Think and Grow Rich, 3 Feet from Gold. I wish I could give you a bunch more.
No, those are great. So one thing on, for those who don't know, Napoleon Hill's book, Think and Grow Rich, he was actually, the book was kind of funded indirectly through Andrew Carnegie, who at the time was, you know, probably the wealthiest person on the planet. And he basically, Napoleon Hill went around through Andrew Carnegie's connections and interviewed some of the most successful, the wealthiest people of his day. And that's kind of the outflow of those interviews, of those conversations with those people of that time. So again, I highly recommend the book as well for those who haven't read the book. Go ahead.
Yeah, there's another one. So Robert Cialdini, I think his name is, and I can't remember the name of the book.
Influence.
Yes, Influence, guys. You got to read that book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great one as well. Well, Gary, thank you so much for taking time out of your day. I know you've got a lot going on right now. Where can people go to find out more about you and what you're up to? And I believe you have some resources as well for people who are looking for additional education right now.
Yeah, my whole thing in life, dude, is just give. Napoleon Hill, Zig Ziglar said it best. If you just simply serve other people and help them get what they want, you'll get plenty of what you want. So if anybody's interested, just go to realestatewithgarywilson.com. Real simple, realestatewithgarywilson.com. I've taught tens of thousands of investors and agents, and I'm going to not too much. What I'm going to tell you is this: go to the homepage. Right on the homepage, there's 5 books. You can little 5-page, 10-page books. Just grab them. They're all free. Go to click on members area. Go to the members area. On the left-hand side, if you're already a member, you know what to do. On the right-hand side, if you're not a member, click on it because you get it for free for 30 days. Then you get access to all the other books, the premier books, the ones that are like bigger, right? 5 of those. Cash buyers reports, private lenders reports. My gosh, dozens of websites on research, people and properties, marketing campaigns, analysis tools for analyzing properties, things like that. And also go to YouTube, go to the My Investment Services channel on YouTube. I think I've got over 100 videos out there right now. And there's no links, it's just giving you information, right? There's no sell thing. It's just grab the information and help yourself prosper. And our belief is for you, those of you that like it, you will reach out to me and say, hey, Gary, I want to do more. That's how we work, okay? But all that stuff is free, guys. Just go grab it as much as you can. Okay.
Perfect. What's the web address one more time?
It's realestatewithgarywilson.com.
Perfect. Gary, thank you so much for taking time out of your schedule today.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate. God bless you and all your followers. And I'm glad I'm able to help.
Thanks again.